Good evening. We invite viewers to follow the English Chinese news, our central TV channel of the Nam Province. Yesterday, a delegation of Minister of Natural Resources and Environment, led by Deputy Minister Lê Minh Ngân, conducted a field survey to examine the difficulties and obstacles in the land clearance and resettlement work of Biên Hòa Vũng Tàu Expressway project in the Nam Province. Biên Hòa Vũng Tàu Expressway section passing through Biên Hòa City needs to acquire 59.5 hectares of land, of which 37.97 hectares are in Phước Tân Ward and 21.53 hectares are in Tam Phước Ward. The land access inventory has reached over 98.7% in Phước Tân Ward and 1% in Tam Phước Ward. Regarding resettlement arrangement, according to detailed plan, the resettlement area in Tam Phước Ward consists of 1,280 lots and resettlement area in Phước Tân Ward has 1,066 lots. Currently, Biên Hòa Vũng Tàu Expressway has been handed over to Biên Hòa with 10.5 hectares of land, reaching about 7.63%. For Long Thanh District, 2,481 land acquisition notices have been issued so far. Long Thanh District is currently considering 73 cases of placement in Long Đức resettlement area. Long Phước resettlement area is currently under construction. This morning, the delegation of Minister of Natural Resources and Environment will work with the Nam Province to listen to reports, recommendations, and come for solutions to remove obstacles. The Propaganda Department of the Nam Provincial Party Committee has just issued document number 2482 on promoting the model of friendly government in communes, wards, and towns in the province. Accordingly, the Propaganda Department of Provincial Party Committee requests that local office and party committee under the province wisely disseminate the meaning of building the model of friendly government. It is necessary to effectively implement the policies and resolutions of the Central Committee and the province on the work of mass mobilization of the government. It is necessary to identify the task of building friendly government in communes, wards, and towns as a regular task associated with the performance of functions and tasks of each state agency and its cadres, civil servants, and public employees. The Propaganda Department of Provincial Party Committee also requires that the main press agency in the province promote the model of friendly government. It is especially necessary to regularly reflect, publicize, and predicate typical collective and individuals who have implemented this model well. By the end of the first quarter of 2024, Đồng Nai's GRDP increased by 5.86% over the same period in 2023. That result helped Đồng Nai rank the second in the economic quadrangle of the South region after Ho Chi Minh City. Đồng Nai's first quarter economic situation has shown signs of improvement. However, in the complex and unpredictable world market conditions, the enterprise, production, and business still face many risks. Hồng Vân Construction Limited Company is an enterprise specializing in manufacturing and supplying precast concrete components for technical infrastructure projects in the entire southern region. In recent years, the state increased public investment and made essential infrastructure projects. This is also an opportunity for Hồng Vân to accelerate development. Mr. Đào Văn Hạc, General Director of Hồng Vân Construction Company, said, Hồng Vân targets for 2024 is a revenue of 3,500 billion dong before tax. In the quarter, we achieved more than 12%. Originally, February was the third month, which took 20 days off, but by the end of the first quarter, we had reached 22%, so the implementation of the 2024 plan is very good. Nam Long Limited Company specializes in producing industrial and civil rubber gloves for domestic and export markets. Overcoming difficulties after the pandemic in 2023, Nam Long produced and sold more than 27 million pairs of gloves of all kinds. In the first quarter of this year, Nam Long produced more than 7.2 million pairs of gloves of all kinds. The Lê Bạch Long, director of Nam Long Limited Company, said, I see that the economy has recovered a lot. The first 3 months of this year are equivalent to the first 3 months of the years without decline. According to sales data by company, I see that there has been growth. Mr. Phạm Văn Cường, Director of the Department of Industry and Trade, with the support of state management agencies and adoption of business in new period. Although the situation is not stable and difficult to predict, enterprises are trying to overcome to achieve better results in their present field. According to data from the National Statistics Department, in the first quarter of this year, GRDP in the area increased by 5.86% over the same period, quite high compared to the increase of 3.25% in the same period in 2023. This shows the production and business activity of enterprises and spending of people in the province are warming up. Our cultural activities in the first months of the year are basically stable, with no outbreaks of diseases on farmed animals, and the weather conditions were relatively favorable for our culture and exploitation. It is estimated that our culture output in our province in quarter 1 2024 will reach over 18,400 tons, an increase of 6.16% compared to the same period, of which fish production reached more than 4,800 tons, of 6.19%, shrimp production reached nearly 3,000 tons, of 6.31%, oil of seafood production reached more than 683 tons, of 4.89%. The reason for the increase in our culture production, a high demand for our culture product from consumers, high selling prices of our cultural products, development of industrial and semi-industrial agricultural models, applying advanced technology and farming models. Yesterday, Minister of Industry and Trade Nguyễn Hồng Diên chaired a meeting on the implementation plan for the National Power Development Plan, Power Plant 8, for the period 2021-2030 with a vision to 2050. At a conference, the Ministry of Industry and Trade provided information on Power Plant 8, signed by the Prime Minister in May 2023. In the coming time, the Ministry of Industry and Trade and Ministry central agencies and localities will coordinate in researching, supplementing, and propagating relevant mechanisms and policy to ensure synchronization. For my province, the plan includes 2 thermal power projects, 5 hydropower projects, 4 waste-to-energy and solar power projects with a total capacity of 229 MW. The province requests the Ministry of Industry and Trade to provide opinions on the authority to promulgate the list of power source projects and power works included in the implementation plan of Power Plan A, provide guidance on the procedures and forms of promulgating the list of power projects, calling for investment as the basis for implementation.